Davy Crockett, king of the western frontier.
Hello and welcome to All Geek, No Chic.
Hey guys.
Welcome.
I'm Tim.
Oh, I'm John.
I'm Giles.
There we go.
And this is No Geek, All Chic. Oops.
Yeah, we wish.
We got that the right way around. Oh yeah. So, on to one of our weekly segments, Idiot of the Week.
It's your turn, Giles. Who do you nominate?
I've nominated Bill Oddie.
Why?
A, because he's a
Okay.
There doesn't really need any more reasons, and if I'm honest, there isn't. But
It's just a dislike of him, really.
I watched some sort of pre-watch, sort of.
Springwatch, pre-watch.
Springwatch's Big Mouth or something like that. I don't know what you call it, but it's not quite Springwatch, but he's getting ready for Springwatch.
Winter watch. Nothing that exists.
Almost Springwatch.
Amish watch? What? Sitting there watching a load of Amish.
It's a mix between Springwatch and the film Witness. You've not seen the film Witness, have you?
When have I ever seen films you mentioned?
That'll be the Wicker Man, basically.
No, Witness. Harrison. There's a murder in an Amish village, and Harrison Ford's this cop that's got to go in and solve it. Good film. So,
Yeah.
anything we shouldn't mention about Bill Oddie, given that he's now our idiot of the week?
He's a retard. Didn't he come from somewhere?
He was on some Goons
Yeah.
video?
I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen
He was on some kind of comedy.
Should have researched it.
Never mind.
The most creepy thing I've ever seen from Bill Oddie. It was on that, I think it might have been Autumn Watch or Spring Watch, one of the Watch ones. And there was like a night watch thing.
Oh yeah, that was
And I wandered
classic.
into your room to talk to you for something at like midnight or 1 in the morning or something. And there he was on Giles' TV, in his pyjamas, in bed, talking to a fluffy badger.
Right?
So creepy.
That does sound pretty freaky.
He wasn't even mentioning what was going on in the Spring Watch programme, because then
He
he
was
goes
just
back to
sitting there,
looking at some chicks hatching or something.
Him snoring and like... You have one of those old-fashioned hats on as well, like with the little thing.
Oh, right, yeah, like the old sleeping couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know why I was watching it, I was bored. It was better than those rubbish quiz channels, but...
Yeah.
Well,
Did you
I
see-
don't know about that.
Did you see, what was it? Was it,
I'm sure I repeated that time. What's with the quiz channel?
never mind.
That should be our next segment next week.
Yeah, he has been all night.
Yeah.
He's just annoying.
He was annoying.
I swear he used to be in a band or something.
Did
Yeah,
No.
that's what my dad said once.
I think the comedy people, I think it might be the Beatles, might not be, released a single at one point.
Yeah.
So he did that.
But yeah,
So, why anything Bill Oddie's done recently?
he was on the Jamie Oliver show, which was gay in and on itself. And Jamie Oliver would be elected for of the week. Wouldn't get the week
Not
off.
of the week. That's idiot of the week.
Well, that would be this Turkish guy on the poker channel, but that's completely different. Yeah, it was some Jamie Oliver show about chickens. He was on it, lecturing us about why we shouldn't eat chickens. We should just eat pigs, and now Jewish people are evil, but another subject.
Watching TV last week, right? And this advert came up that made me really think. It's for Temper mattresses. Have you ever seen that advert?
Yeah, anytime.
The spongy mattress.
They look quite
supposed to-
comfy.
They do look comfy, yeah. But
They're the ones that sit up as well.
no,
Can you get ones that sit up?
I don't know.
I want a Temper mattress that sits up.
You might be able to put a Temper mattress on a sitting up bed.
Maybe.
But I mean, it was just the advert for the mattresses.
I think the mattress is part of the. Well, go on anyway. But the bed's a different sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is different. Yeah, I was watching this mattress and this advert, and
We're just watching a mattress, seeing what it would do.
yeah, waiting for the back.
Any minute it's going to flip itself over and do a funky dance.
Oh, that would be cool. But no, it didn't do that, unfortunately.
Bizarre. You wouldn't sleep on that mattress again.
No. Did you imagine that? Well, wake up. Why is there a mattress upon me? No, but in this advert, it went on to say like it was developed by NASA for the space program, or for NASA, or something to do with NASA. And it made me wonder: do astronauts actually need mattresses?
When they're at home, yes.
But I mean, what's that got to do with NASA?
Maybe. Clearly they don't need them in space, because you're fairly floaty.
Yeah, you kind of tie themselves to a wall.
I thought that the space station,
What? Oh,
it spins round. I thought that generated the gravity.
that's Deep Space. No, it's not Deep
It's
Space.
in 2001.
It's 2001 Space Odyssey.
Don't they have
And Babylon 5, I think, spins or rotates.
space station doesn't spin?
I don't think the actual
Okay.
British ones do.
Okay.
They've not bothered. So, they're fairly floaty. But, maybe, I've just been thinking about this, right, like, as we're speaking. On the way up, they sit in those chairs, get blasted. Maybe they want a comfy ride up. So it could be the same material that's made in those chairs. Or, in order that their astronauts don't have backbones before they go up, they gave them these beds at home. So, don't have any sore spots, because that'll just really hurt on the way up. Have a comfy mattress.
Could be.
They're my theories.
But it seems strange to me. Like so many things are branded, like developed for NASA or developed for the space program. Like people that
Or by.
I don't know either.
There's a difference.
There is a
Significant difference.
I mean, in marketing terms, as long as it's got the NASA badge on it, people go, "Ooh, NASA, that must be good." But how often do you use pens that you write with on the ceiling
There.
or underwater?
Why do you
That
need
one
a
always
pen
got me. How the hell can you write underwater? Because surely the paper would dissolve if we could write anything.
Maybe you're writing on something else. I'm presuming it's not washable ink, however.
Yeah.
I think it would only be pointless if you're like a diver or something, you know, recording fish species and stuff like that. You know?
You can get pens that record underwater, like laminated things, but without being washable. Because I've seen them do it on like diving shows and stuff.
Yeah, that's a specific case of like, everyday marketplace. It's very for NASA.
Oh, there was that old pen advert where they went, "This pen is so strong it can go through a tin can." And did it? Why would you want a pen that can go through a tin can? You suddenly going, "Oh, that's a bit messy," and using it as a litter picker upper. I mean,
tied to the bottom of like a huge pole and wander around the park like.
yeah.
There have been quite a few films where people have been killed with pens or biros or some sort of thing, so maybe you can dub it as well. I think it was some sort of Jet Li one as well.
Yeah, but you know,
Like,
with a
stabbed
normal
him in
pen,
the
you
neck.
don't need it with a. You don't need it to be able to go through a tin can to be able to do that. Skin's a lot weaker.
If you want it right for the skull, like,
Well, surely you go for the neck.
yeah, probably.
Joking.
Get him
But I'd go for their eye or not.
or the throat. Maybe part of the neck. You know, there instead of there. Very helpful for our listeners that saying there instead of there.
Yeah. Sounds to me like everyone's thought about it. It's slightly too much.
Killing people with pens?
Yeah.
No, we just think quickly. We have on our Facebook group, which you can get to by doing a search for All Geek No Chic on Facebook, I imagine. I've not tried it.
I imagine so, yeah.
But we're on there somewhere, on the wonderful world of Facebook. On our Facebook group, we have finally had a request from a fan. This was the first one we got, and it's from a Mr. Hugh of East Sussex.
We should do a funny voice when reading it out.
Mr. Hugh wants to know... I can't remember exactly what he wrote.
Points
I
of
just
view,
knew the base
yeah.
thing. Be a point of view. Why are you reading my thing in such a funny voice? Bet I wouldn't. I want to send it in, but I bet it wouldn't get read. Mr. Hugh would like to know what we, as a group, think the best British comedy is.
Good question. I think
There's
the
a
answer
lot
to
of
that,
fine ones.
we should go back to the heyday of British comedy.
So,
See, I know
80s?
which one.
I
I
know
know.
what time it was. I know roughly what sort of ones are out there.
I know which one's my favourite, but I don't think it's gonna be mentioned from YouTube. What do you think? You said your heyday. What kind of thing are we thinking?
I was thinking along the lines of
The
like,
Good Life. That's a good show.
Good Life. What was it? I'm thinking of The Simple Life or something.
Simple
Yes.
Life. Richard Bryars.
That
and
wasn't a
thing.
comedy. But, what's A Good Life?
The Good Life was where this couple do everything like they have their own, grow all their own vegetables in the garden, and
That's what I was thinking. I thought it was called The Simple Life. That was
that's
right.
The Good Life.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the one with the flower and the petals.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a good one.
it's not the best. There's the one that everyone else seems to love that I don't find that amusing. Only Fools. I think I find
I
that
quite like it, but
It's
I
good.
wouldn't say it's my favourite.
Yeah.
Dad's
Anyone
Army.
over 50 will tell you it's the...
Dad's Army.
Dad's
That's
Army is classic.
Pushing Close.
Yeah,
That's
it's good.
climbing the charts.
It's up there. It's up there.
Still not my favourite. Is it yours?
I'm not sure.
Giles?
Not my
your
favourite.
favourite. Giles, do you know what your favourite is?
It's hard to say. I want to get everything up there because I'm probably not thinking anything. But I'd like to say Blackadder's one of
Blackadder should be up. Blackadder's definitely up there on mine. Still not the. I've bought the complete Blackadder. Your favourite?
I would say so.
Mine's one of those ones which usually gets forgotten until someone goes, "What about this?" And everyone's like, "I love that."
That's what I did then.
I'm going for Red Dwarf.
Oh.
I love it. I love that.
Red Dwarf is classic.
It is classic.
It's in my top 3, definitely.
Longest
good.
running BBC Two comedy ever.
Yeah.
I'm told.
Didn't they have a break for like a few years?
Yeah. It took them like 11 years to make 8 series. So yeah, other great British comedies we've got going.
Got The Office.
I never really watched The Office. I
It was
watched a few
amusing.
episodes, or like half an episode or something. But I didn't really like it.
I wasn't into it that much. On the same lines, you got Peep Show as well.
Peep Show's okay.
That's English, isn't
I've
it?
seen much Peep Show.
Vicar of Dibley's quite amusing.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't think it beats Red Dwarf in terms of how much I laugh. Father Ted.
Oh, Father Ted is classic.
That is a very good one.
I always find Father Ted.
I had something on the tip of my tongue that I've forgotten there. Something.
Lost of the Summer Wine?
No,
It's
awful.
It's a nice, easy Sunday
No, it's
afternoon.
awful. It's
just
not-
eating the roast dinner.
It's not funny. It's
watching
not
it.
worth.
Okay.
I just have memories of watching it when I was younger. I think that's
I just remember these like.
nostalgic.
What I think is quite evident here is the kind of generation we come from. We have been fairly more recent things, apart from Dad's Army. But we've not gone for a hello, hello, or
I was watching it the other day. That's the sort of genre of the heyday I meant. Like, a lot of those I prefer to a lot of the modern British ones. Modern comedies.
What,
Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf is classic.
you see Faulty Towers?
Faulty Towers?
That was the one that was on the tip of my tongue.
That is
John
Oh,
Cleese
wait,
is a
wait,
classic.
wait. Red Dwarf might be about to be beaten by the Flying Circus. Monty Python.
It's good.
Is it a comedy show or a sketch show? Technically, it's a sketch show. Does that count?
We laugh.
I'd take you put it in there. I never really saw that many of it. I still like one of the films.
An Alpha something.
I've seen all of them.
Oh, the one we watched the other.
Like Brian?
Life, no.
Meaning of
Just,
Life?
no. Yeah, The Meaning of Life. That's sort of sketches, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, Monty Python is. No, I still think I laugh more at Red Dwarf, personally. I think that's where my vote's going to lie.
I think I'm going to go for Blackadder.
Or
Of
Fawlty
course,
Towers.
going on the same lines with Rowan Atkinson, you've got Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
It's Bean was good.
It's amusing, but it's
Different sort of comedy, slapstick one.
yeah, I'm less of a slap.
Also got Fimbley Line if you're going on there.
Oh, that actually was good.
That was
I
good.
remember that one. Charles, have you come up with a number one yet? I think we can disagree on this one because it's such a wide topic.
It is.
I think
You
it
just
is.
give them a selection.
I was thinking Blackadder.
We could divide it into subpoints. Like if you want a sketch show, you can go for Flying Circus.
Yeah.
If you want a sitcom, we've got Blackadder and Red Dwarf. If you and I want to mention this one. It's not up on the best comedies ever, but it does have a lot of funny jokes, very quick, and it's still being made. Second series wasn't as good as the first, but Not Going Out, the Lee Mack Tim Ryan thing.
What's Not Going Out?
It's a sitcom they made. Basically, it seems like because these are guys that made a show called The Sketch Show, which was a bunch of it was a sketch show. It's very funny. And clearly they haven't quite got over the sketch show phase when they were writing the first series. So a lot of scenes where clearly the whole thing was just to get to the punchline, and then they moved on and forgot the whole thing, which was a lot of fun in the second series. Where they anyway, Not Going Out. It's just more jokes in that than in a lot of. You know, I want to put Red Dwarf forwards for things like the Gunman of the Apocalypse episode in the Western.
Yeah.
And the Polymorph, where he's with big snake thing comes out and he gets frightened, and then he's looking for it, and then he finds a pair of boxer shorts and puts them on, but they start shrinking. And Crichton's trying to get them off, and then Rimmer walks in behind with laughter everyone. And Rimmer just goes, "Will I come back later?"
Definitely the best sci-fi comedy. I feel.
There are any other oh, there's that Hyperdrive thing that was rubbish.
Never seen that.
Yeah, it's rubbish. Yes.
I think general consensus is Blackadder and Red Dwarf.
That's what we came up with. If you want a good British comedy, you can buy Blackadder. I got it the other day for 20 quid.
There you go.
The whole box set thing. It's very good. Red Dwarf, you can buy them individually with lots of bonus features, or you can buy a Just the Shows box set 1 and 2, which has Just the Shows and none of the extra features. The box set 1 and 2. The 1 is 3 1 to 4, 2 3 5 to 8. They're out there, find them. Or just look at UK TV Gold until they appear, they probably will. Yeah. Yes, there you go, Hugh. We came up with Red Dwarf and Blackadder.
Did Hugh have an opinion? Or?
He didn't give us one. Hugh, what do you think?
Email
Red
us.
Dwarf and Blackadder. He agrees with us. We've also, as well as our Facebook thing, we received an email at our email address, allgeeknochic@gmail.com. You've got to get them in there. It's very important. Very happy with the response we got this week.
Yeah, it's good.
Excellent.
Thank you for responding.
Well done. Keep it up. What was I saying? Oh yes, we had an email at allgeeknochic@gmail.com from a Miss Bethan of Ceredigion. Her surname's not of Ceredigion, she's just from Ceredigion. No relation at all. Hey Beth, she's my sister.
What this makes Ceredigion?
It's the county.
I love the pronunciation.
Okay.
Ceredigion's the county that Aberystwyth's in. And very little else. Bethan wondered, and this might be a hard one for Tim who doesn't watch things. Bethan wonders what is the best and worst musicals we've seen, and she would like ratings to go with them.
Wow, that's a lot of rating. Have to be a
Well,
quick rate.
If we can agree on the worst one,
Okay.
that's the one.
Let's just put.
I think we should
Put
start with
ideas
the
in
worst
the pot.
because it's easier. The worst one, I would go for Grease 2. That was bad.
That was terrible. That was pretty mad.
I would like to put High School Musical forwards. I hated it.
I haven't seen it, but
Although I
I
watched
know
it.
it's.
Then again, I
awful.
watched all of Grease 2.
I'm sure High School Musical 2 is even worse. But
Yeah, I've not seen that. I'll be honest.
I think my sister quite liked it.
I know a lot of people do like the High School Musical thing. Including our editor, he would disagree with us on High School Musical.
Would he?
I think he just enjoyed the insane funness of it, as opposed to thinking it was a good movie. I hope.
Just assume that. For
well,
his sake.
For his sake, he just got behind the fun aspect of it.
If you're in the right mood,
Maybe, one day.
then maybe
After a
high on
few
LSD or something. Maybe it's good.
What are you saying about our editor? Our LSD.
For myself, I can't really remember many musicals, maybe because I just don't enjoy them. But I do remember watching Moulin Rouge.
Did you enjoy it or did you not like it?
Right?
So it's neither the best nor the worst. In fact, it is just the only.
The only, really, yeah.
What would you rate it? Moulin Rouge is good. I would put that up there somewhere near the best.
See, I'm not over keen on the whole genre of musicals. When people burst into songs.
But you love music, Tim.
I like music. I don't want to hear someone singing their heart out on stage. It's like, that's something. I don't know. I enjoy the film up until they start singing, and I switch off, and then they stop singing. And right, the story's carrying on.
And you've missed something in the middle of the song.
Yeah, it's just the way I watch musicals.
You know what always strikes me as odd on musicals?
What's
How unlike real life it is.
that? Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, I suppose that's kind of the point. But imagine if life was a musical. You'd be walking along, someone, I don't know, queuing up at the post office or something. Someone cuts in line, and there'd be this whole song and dance of, "That's not very nice! You pushed in the way!" And the whole song and dance number.
I'm watching the Buffy musical too much.
I love the Buffy musical. But it's not a film, so we can't count it in the best. But it is the best musical thing made. Buffy musical's fantastic. Okay, so the worst musical, I want to go for Grease 2.
I think that's probably you're probably pretty safe with that. I can't think.
She wants us to rate it. It's been a while, I'll be honest.
I can't really remember it that well. It's rubbish.
I'm leaning towards 8.
Go with that.
New record, the lowest ever rated.
You're going with 8% for Grease 2.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, maybe a bit higher. I did watch the whole thing. It can't have been that awful. 18.
Oh, 9 then.
No, I'm going for 18. I think I couldn't be able to sit through anything that was lower than 15. There have been movies I've walked away through less than halfway through. But no, done.
Quite right.
You tried watching Charlie's Angels Full Throttle 2 Nuts?
Yes, I think I saw it at the cinema.
It wasn't the worst film. You just take it for its explosions.
Oh,
Then
didn't enjoy it at all.
Tells like this explosions and the deaths and stuff, and I like the
Tomb Raider 2?
Tomb Raider 2.
Is that the one where she went underwater? And
I don't know, I only got halfway. Actually, I think I got about 30 minutes into it and just went, this is posh.
There was some temple. Is that the first one?
I think the first one had that...
Cradle of Life.
I don't know.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, I think that's the second. I think the Cradle of Life was the second one.
Oh.
First one was just called Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't get through those ones, so I'd rate those worse. They're really putting me off very quickly. I saw a Western musical once.
Western musical?
I only have vague memories of it. I think people in a Western type thing suddenly bursting into song every now and again. And
Sounds scary more than anything.
I can't remember what it was about at all. But I feel it would be harsh to rate it. But yeah, it's Grease 2, 18%. Giles, do you want to make any difference on 18?
I only watched half an hour. Not really. Personal opinion.
Let's go for 18% for Grease 2 as the worst musical as a group we've seen. Now for the best musical. I'm sure Bethan actually wants me to mention Hairspray, which was a good film. I enjoyed it.
I didn't like it.
It seemed to be the movie that High School Musical wanted to be. I don't quite know what that means. But it's like High School Musical, but good.
There was too many of these crazy old fat women just having about.
You know, one of them was John Travolta, right?
Yeah, I couldn't understand the point. I didn't know where they were going. I didn't really feel for the characters. Like when they died, I didn't feel any emotion.
Who died in Hairspray?
I said when they died.
They didn't die.
When the empty set died.
Okay.
But the point was, I didn't like it.
You don't like Hairspray. So that's probably not the best one. Moulin Rouge, did you like that?
I didn't.
You've not seen it. I think Moulin Rouge was quite good. There is one movie that I have spent a lot of my life berating as not good. And I watched it again in a certain environment and suddenly everything clicked as to why this was a great movie. Sound of Music.
It is a good movie.
To explain the story, a couple of years ago I went backpacking with a bunch of guys, including the editor, and they were showing The Sound of Music. We were in Salzburg, which is where they filmed it and where it's set. And in the youth hostel we're staying at, every night they showed The Sound of Music. So being in a room with 40, 50 people that were between 18 and 25, roughly, 40, 50 people from all over the world singing along at the same time.
That sounds very cool.
It was bizarre. And then when you think about it, it's got people running around in lederhosen, it's got fun, it's got romance, and it's got a bunch of Nazis and children singing mixed into one film. It's not really lacking anything. You even got death and explosion for you.
I can't remember the plot, but I remember lots of children singing do, re, mi, do, re, fa, do. That was it, right?
Yes. Would you like to learn it?
Okay.
Do,
Do.
do, a deer, a female deer, Ray. I'm just going to stop now, I think.
Okay. I love the Simpsons episode with that, and that's hilarious.
And at the end, they walk over the border into Switzerland to escape the Nazis that are coming into Austria, and they're trying to track down the guy. Oh, also, and Dancing Nuns. What name?
He's explaining the crossing the border bit.
They're going over the hill, so I had to make a hill hand motion. It's important to make a hilly hand motion when you say over the hill. You try saying over the hill and far away without going like that.
Yeah.
That's almost a Nazi situation. I'll stop that, given what we're talking about. Yes, Dancing Nuns in the film as well. I'd forgotten them. And it spawned a TV show that had John Barrowman in it.
What was that?
How do you solve a problem like Maria?
John Barrowman's performing in Aladdin in Birmingham for some reason. I don't know why.
He's performing in Aladdin in Birmingham in a pantomime, which involves Daleks.
Oh. What?
Well, they had John Barrowman.
Didn't
so they
mention
needed
that
some Daleks.
in the newspaper.
Daleks are in that pantomime. So yes, I'd like to put forward The Sound of Music.
It is good.
It's up there. Can you think of others? We have, there is the first Grease, which, no, I don't know. Not my kind of thing.
I thought it was reasonably good in its...
a lot better than the second one.
In its own right.
It would even get over 50%.
Didn't they release the musical as like an album? I think the singles were hits.
Yeah.
A lot of them, I think.
So, yes, what is the best musical of all time? Should we go with The Sound of Music?
I think so.
What kind of rating would you give The Sound of Music?
As a film or a musical?
As a film. I was rating Grease 2 as a film.
Didn't they? The explosions let it down.
You love the explosions.
I mean, the lack of them.
There was a few.
Was there?
There were some gunfights and stuff.
I don't remember that. I just remember children going up and down.
There was quite a few gunfights.
When I think of it, it mixes in my head with The King and I, just because it's got that crazy bald man and he's running around. You know what I mean? The King and I.
You are weird.
What?
How do they mix?
They so mix. They're basically the same film.
They're nowhere near the same.
There's this woman and a bald man and a tiger and lots of little children running around. Right.
No. Just because that's a woman looking after some kids.
Yeah.
That's why they mix.
Yeah.
The King and I doesn't have Nazis. Being set in, what, China or somewhere?
Well, it doesn't have Nazis in... The Sound of Music doesn't have Nazis in my head. It just has the bald man who's, like, chasing after all the kids and stuff. But...
He was a Nazi.
Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and give it 78.
78? That's a high rating.
Musical.
Best musical of all time.
That is what we're claiming it as. 70. I'm going 76. It's a musical. There's certain levels I can't go past. And, you know, it's not like the perfect musical, it's just the best one.
Yeah,
And because, like, I mean, the Buffy musical, if it was a film, because I think Bethan asked best musical film, best musical episode clearly would be Buffy, and would get, like, 95 or something stupid. 76 for Sound of Music, so 77 overall.
Yep.
That's an improvement of 59 over Grease 2. There you go, Bethan. You worst, Grease 2, best. What did we say? Sound of Music.
Yeah.
Right, so at this juncture of Lewis making tea, I think it's a fair point, a fair time to discuss fair trade tea.
What's fair in a sentence?
It is, yeah. But, what's your obsession with fair trade tea?
I don't have an obsession with fair trade tea.
You don't like drinking my non-fair trade tea?
Well, let's make a metaphor for it. Say one tea was held by a farmer, and the other tea was held by another farmer. And to get one off one, you paid him you have to pay both. But one, you paid him a little bit and then kicked him in the nuts. The other one, you paid him a lot but didn't kick him in the nuts. Which one would you go for? Exactly, and it's the same thing, except you're not kicking him in the nuts. You're subjecting him to a life of poverty instead.
How are you subjecting him to a life of poverty?
He doesn't get the money he deserves for making the tea.
He gets some money.
Nowhere near enough. He gets like a penny per 1,000.
Don't make tea then if there's no money in it. It's the same for English farmers. They never get enough money, is it?
They don't make tea.
Same principle. They should just make better tea because we're not inspiring competition among the African
Fair trade
farmers.
tea is better though. He just buys the other one because it's cheaper, type bastard.
It's half price this week as well.
That's why you got it.
The point of fair trade is they pay everyone the same. As I've already discussed, it's basically communism raised to a higher tier.
It's not basically
The lazy
communism.
tea farmer makes like
It's not a lazy tea
does a
farmer.
couple of hours work, canters about, has tea at midday, sort of doesn't really do anything, getting paid more than the hard-working farmers across the road who like working 24 hours a day.
Can't be nice. I mean, it's like charities. It's like, I agree with all the work that charities do, but you can't
Oh,
give
but this
money
is
to
a way-
charities all the time, because otherwise you end up broke.
This is kind of a way of giving to charity and getting something back. You get a nice cup of tea that probably tastes better than that. Well,
200 years ago, they'd be chasing us around with spears and things, and now we're just giving them money. I've seen Zulu, I know what happens.
you have a warped view of the world.
14 VCs, the highest amount of any battle.
What's a BC?
Victoria Cross.
Well, impressive. I saw 300. That was a good battle.
Yeah, that was epic.
So, we need a kind of all geek no chic tip on fair tradedness. What would you say to fair trade? Would you buy fair trade over normal stuff?
No.
What if they were evenly priced?
I would buy normal stuff.
Even if they were
To
the same price?
support capitalism.
Support bastardism. Tim?
I would go for the fair trade stuff,
If they're the same price.
even if it's more expensive.
It is more expensive.
Under normal circumstances, i.e. me earning money, I would buy the fair trade stuff.
That's not normal circumstances. Though, is it?
When have you ever earned money?
No, true. But what I mean is, like, at the moment, I'm a
You
student.
haven't had a job in your life.
This is true, but being a student isn't exactly that normal life, is it?
Okay, so you wouldn't buy fair trade ever, and you would support bastardism,
Unless it was really, really.
unless it was a lot cheaper than... What if it was Sainsbury's Basics with fair trade?
Yeah. Actually, my bananas are fair trade.
There you go, you buy fair trade.
Sainsbury's Basics. It was £1 for 8. I was even remember.
You would buy them if you weren't living in a bubble. In the Teletubbyland bubble.
Yeah.
And I do buy it. There you go. 3 different attitudes towards fair tradeness. Arguments well summed up, I feel.
It is, yeah. So yeah, don't forget to email all comments, suggestions and abuse to allgeeknochic at gmail.com.
Visit our website. I might put some more stuff on it at some point. allgeeknochic.podbean.com. Thank you to our writers-inners.
Thank you for your feedback.
They're now the elite listeners.
The elite.
If you would like to join the group of elite listeners, you have to give us something to talk about. I'm going to make a page for the elite listeners and have them listed.
Fair enough.
Next week, we're going to begin with a big surprise for you all. It might become a recurring thing. We're quite looking forward to it. So yeah, drop us an email, talk to us, keep listening, and it's goodbye from Giles.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Goodbye from Tim.
Keep it real.
And it's goodbye from me. See you, pals. I just threw up on All Geek No Sheep. Giles, look that way when you're doing that. Oh, that's nasty, man. Giles is dying. If you would like to praise Giles, who's just coughed up his guts, and it's dribbling. Oh, that's not right. Oh, he's stripping! Got a good flash of his chest there. So yes, if you'd like to replace the dead Giles of All Geek No Sheep, email us at allgeeknosheep@gmail.com with a CV. You don't get paid for it, but you do get to meet us. Oh, that's nasty, man. Giles has died midway through recording. You never know, some of this might stay in.